Hello, print friends. My name is Reynaldo Gil Zambrano, and I have been printmaking for 8 years. In the summer of 2021, we decided to travel and document the growth of contemporary print with the shared stories of artists and curators living in the US, giving you a look inside their studios. Prepare to join us for a journey through the inspirations that made us fall in love with the art of printmaking. What would you say is your favorite medium, like your favorite technique? Why?
Yeah, it's like, what printmaking gods do you want to piss off with that answer? Well, I've got my etching tools tattooed, so I'd say I'm now committed to etching intaglio as the bread and butter. My name's Andrew, printmaker, artist, and I'm working out of this studio, Port York Studio, Salt Lake City. I work up at the university as well. I grew up in next door in Colorado, in a little mountain town called Basalt, which is right outside of Aspen. And Aspen is a great contemporary art city, so I was exposed to a lot of really big, great contemporary art experiences as a kid. And I think that while nothing of that really stuck out as a singular experience that really shaped me, I think that whole collective of just being around a lot of art, going to gallery, museum, kind of every time I would go into town, really kind of at least planted the seed of growing into a contemporary artist.
So, can you tell us a little bit what does printmaking means to you, and why do you like it so much?
Oh man, you can make an image any way you want. There's a lot of things about printmaking that are inherent to the medium that I really like, as far as why I choose it for the artistic output. Something like a woodcut, that's a very inherent mark. That's sure, you see a lot of artists kind of mimicking the woodcut mark, like a pen and ink line or something, but you can't beat the chisel, the gouge through the wood or the lino or the whatever you're carving in. Like an aqua tint can't quite mimic that the same way with a pencil or charcoal. It's got its own unique quality. Being able to combine some digital imaging techniques with more traditional hand-drawn techniques is really interesting things you can do. Been exploring a lot of things like screen printing and the laser engraver, and etching just through small layers of the ink on the laser engraver have been really fun. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for exploration in the medium that might not exist in other traditional 2D mediums. And it kind of harkens back to how printmaking was and still continues to be this medium that's kind of on the forefront of culture in a way.
Yeah, so another thing that I see a lot in the iconography of your work is this image of the astronaut.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about where that started and what is intriguing to you about this figure?
I got to grad school, and my time between undergrad and grad school was about 5 years space of time. And I didn't really make any work. And I was at this moment, I was like, well, I got to do something. I'll go to school. I'll go back to grad school. Got in. Cool. All right, now what? But I hadn't been working on a body of work to really just kind of continue working. It was kind of starting from scratch. Oh shit, I've been here for a month or two now and haven't really done anything. And I had this little astronaut figure kind of sitting on my desk, a little tiny just figurine of some sort of little plastic thing. So I started drawing him in my sketchbook, and I really liked this idea of almost childlike, floating in space, almost like womb in a way, and then suit that's been engineered to death to exist in this world. And so that was the very core starting point. And I kept running with it, kept making another print or another drawing of the astronaut, and I was really now getting more interested in this idea of the suit, and the suit being this the same thing, this achievement of humanity's progress, the suit that's enabled you to stay alive kind of any environment, but then that's also what's preventing the figure inside from like interacting with any of their surroundings. So there's this like dichotomy between like protection and isolation. That was where I kind of had like some of those first like epiphanies in the work. That I think that the astronaut started to change and started to get a little bit more like maybe introspective, philosophical in what he was doing. So that's kind of where the piece started going, was this play in the suit. The astronaut found himself in more urban environments, sort of post-apocalyptic in a way, but never defined. So it was really sort of, I don't know, kind of anybody could put themselves in that position. You still need these basic human needs, but then this suit is preventing you from accessing those. And I don't know how that story is going to like resolve and finish, but I think I'm still, it's not at the finish line. It's just kind of that like long, you know, end of the beginning, I think. But who knows? There might not have an ending.
Yeah.
We'll see.